Retirement. Top generals get $20,000 medical allowance. Bulletproof SUV. Others. FG rolls out measures to crash food prices in 180 days. Livestock development. Herders can't afford ranches, says Myetti Allah. Summary of the news. President Bola Tinubu has approved $20,000 foreign medical treatment, bulletproof SUVs, and cooks, among other benefits, as a retirement package for service chiefs and generals. According to the harmonized terms and conditions of service for officers and enlisted personnel in Nigerian Armed Forces, signed by President Bola Tinubu on December 14, 2024, the Chief of Defense Staff and other service chiefs are entitled to a bulletproof SUV or its equivalent as a retirement package. The vehicle should be replaced every 4 years and maintained by the military. This is in addition to a Peugeot 408 or an equivalent vehicle as backup. The retired generals will also enjoy a range of other luxurious benefits, including domestic aids and residential guards upon retirement, among other mouth-watering benefits. The Executive Director of the Rule of Law Advocacy and Accountability Center, Okechukwu Nwaguma, pointed out that the retirement benefits reflected a troubling disconnect between government actions and the realities faced by citizens, adding that the justification for such perks was questionable. Source: Punch newspaper. The federal government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, has announced immediate measures to address the high cost of food in the country. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, announced this on his official X account, stating that there will be a 150-day duty-free import window for food commodities. This window will include the suspension of duties, tariffs, and taxes for the importation of certain food commodities through land and sea borders. To achieve its objective, the minister said that the imported food commodities will be subjected to a recommended retail price (RRP). My team and I will work swiftly and diligently to actualize these crucial policies, ensuring food security for everyone in the immediate term while continuing our strategies for long-term interventions to address underlying causes and ensure sustainable and resilient food systems in Nigeria, the minister added. Source: Nigerian Tribune. With high expectations from the newly created Ministry of Livestock Development by President Bola Tinubu, the foremost herders organization, Myetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, Tuesday asserted that herders cannot afford building ranches. While speaking with Vanguard, the national president, MACBAN, Baba Uthman Ngezama, said ranching has many models, and the model that people mostly talk about is the acquiring of land and providing necessary facilities which the smallholders farmers cannot venture into because of high cost. Our pastory cannot do that. The reason is 70% or over of them are smallholder farmers who cannot afford the ranching because it is capital intensive. To me, we already have designated areas that we call grazing areas that have lots in them. Put together, they cover about 5 to 6 million hectares of land in the country today. There are some encroachments. If you minus the encroachment out of 6 million, you realize the total encroachment put together may not be more than 1 million hectares of land. We still have about 5 million hectares of land lying idle across the country, across the northern part of the country. There is only 2 grazing reserves in the southwestern part of the country, which are in Oyo and Ogun states. Convert the grazing reserves in the north into community ranches. What do I mean by that? Fence the entire grazing reserves, not by building walls, but with local fencing. Plant trees around it. Demarcate the area that designated as grazing reserve. Confine them to stay in that area by providing pasture and water in that area. Once there is pasture and water, they won't go anywhere. Source: Vanguard newspaper. Follow for more. January 7th, 2025.